Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbe with Believe in the Run.
And we are with Johny Gregorek,
Yes.
champion of the Gene Mile. I mean,
Blue Gene.
I know you've done some impressive things, but that might be top of the list.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was definitely one of the more uncomfortable things.
Do you still hold the record?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's taken a real crack at it since. I've set the bar high.
The Kenyans have not accepted the challenge.
Yes. No. Yeah.
They
No
don't
one's.
they don't even know. Don't tell them about it.
Yeah.
So you're running the 1500 on, is it Saturday? What's the
Tomorrow's the
tomorrow?
first day
Yeah.
of
Okay. I was
competition.
trying to remember. What are you feeling right now? How are you? It seems like you're in a good spirits. Your training's been going well.
Yeah, training's been going great. You know, I can't ask for much more than that. I've been healthy, and it's just it's exciting that it's, you know, you're always just sort of anticipating that race day. So now that tomorrow is finally here, it's just about getting in the zone, and it's great to be talking with you all, and it's kind of, you know, reminding me that how real it all is. So I'm ready to go.
When you're running the 1500, is there ever a point where you're like, I'm running really well, I wish this was a mile?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I definitely have I've had that happen after the race. I don't usually have that
Right.
long cohesive of a thought during a race, like full sentence thoughts. But when the race is over, a lot of times I'll think, like, because I've been closing really well on someone, or maybe I get second by a shoulder, but I know that if a little further, like that person was dying and I was coming on really strong, I'll be like, if that was a mile, I think I would have got him. So that's a great question.
I was actually kidding. But
Yeah.
glad
No.
you had a good answer for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, it is interesting because I feel like, you know, is your best mile time 348?
349 is my best
349.
mile, yeah.
So is that? Do you ever feel like in a 1500, like there's a point where you're like, I think I could break that? Like, I don't know. I just it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of times the mile gets run on the indoor track,
Yeah.
and you run that in the winter a lot, and then as outdoor season comes along, it's a lot more 1500s. So a lot of these 1500s that we run convert to a similar mile time,
Yeah.
but you just never really get that crack at it. So I've definitely been in shape for faster in the
That's
mile
crazy.
than that. Yeah, but a lot of other people have as well. So yeah.
Sure.
I was thinking about like the beginning of the race. Like we were just talking to the marathoners, and they have a little more time when they're getting in the chute to kind of like get in their heads.
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself? Like it's so fast and it's so quick getting out there.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself in a good mental state right before you get on the track?
I think it's just about one is trusting in the training and knowing that your body's just going to do what it knows what to do, and you've done it 1,000 times before. So I think it's just believing in all the training you've done, and then just really grounding yourself in the moment. You know, I just try to like be as present in that moment as possible. I think it's easy to think like, oh, it's the World Championships, and you can kind of get out of your head a little bit with it, and so you need to sort of like just be in your body, feel your feet touching the ground, and be like, this is a race. My body's good at racing. I'm going to beat as many of these guys as I can.
So, and speaking of preparation going into the race, this is the day before. So, what's the rest of your day going to look like from here on out?
Feet are going up after this, and yeah,
I
and it's
can't
mostly just eating and hanging out.
All
I
right.
can't believe you're actually doing this right
Yeah,
before.
I feel
but
like
Oh
we should
yeah,
just-
sometimes it's nice to not spend a
Distract.
whole day in the hotel, and it's just to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But for sure, from here on out.
You know what? Put your feet up on that table.
Yeah,
If you want
there
to,
we
go
go.
for it. Yeah. Do your
you
thing.
mentioned eating,
Yeah.
and you're going to do some of that. What's on the menu for?
With the 1500, the middle distance races, it's not the fueling element. It thankfully isn't quite as dire of a situation as it is for a marathon. But I keep it pretty simple, and it's just a matter of not eating anything that like would upset your stomach or anything like spicy.
Don't go to Trackdown Pizza tonight.
Yeah, Trackdown Pizza wouldn't play
Robbie
too
had a
well,
lot of kebabs.
unfortunately. Yeah,
Confirm.
yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
Robbie's got a sensitive stomach though, so don't.
Okay.
whatever.
Well, yeah. I typically keep it with like the rice and the chicken and stuff like that.
All right. Cool.
So who's out here to cheer you on from your family?
Well, I have my wife Amy's here, both my parents, and my sister Rachel's here. So it's a full from the family. We got a great squad.
Oh, that's awesome.
I actually got to meet your dad in DC. You weren't there.
Awesome.
But he came out for the Kafuzi run for the Cherry Blossom
Great.
10 miler. And I was like talking to him for a sec, and he's like, Gregorek. I'm like, wait,
I know
are you
somebody.
Johny Gregorek's dad? Like, yeah.
I like that. Johny Gregorek's dad. See, I'm usually most of my life I go to meets and I'm John Gregorek's son. So I like that.
Yeah,
That's how you
so
recognized him.
Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty proud of you. And
Ah.
he also works for ASICS.
Yeah, it's great. It's, family business.
Family business, yeah.
Soon you will take over the North American operation.
So what's success for you tomorrow other than like obviously winning the entire event?
Well, yeah, again, there's 3 rounds. So it's just a matter of when the first round comes around, you just got to advance to the next round. So that success just looks like surviving and advancing. So one day at a time, for sure.
For the 1500, which one of these shoes? Because we know nothing about track spikes, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Which one of these shoes is the one that you're racing
so
in?
I race a lot in the Meta Sprint, which I'm not sure is because I use a little bit more. But there's the Hyper Sprint. Yeah, well, it's not on here right now, but it's all right. It's a great aggressive shoe that's just kind of and definitely a newer shoe of theirs, and it's awesome. So I like a really aggressive shoe. It's just the way I run on my toes and everything. So a lot of runners who kind of like are a little bit more, maybe land on their heel a little more, wouldn't like that because it kind of like fights you.
Oh, wow.
But I kind of just like lean right into it. I'm way up there on the toes. Yeah.
So this is just a natural thing. Like every runner has their own style. Like we are like not the best with like track in general. Like we're more like long distance guys.
Yeah.
So like actually learning like the way that you would pick out a shoe for a track. Is it just something that's natural? Like they're like, this one is for 1500s, this one's for
well, they make shoes specific for
distance.
sprinting and for middle distance and distance. And it's just, but I think it's a matter of trial and error and preference when it comes to each individual athlete. So I've worn all these spikes,
and I'm guessing
except for the throwing ones, of course, and the jumping ones as well. But
I'm guessing that you've put input into some of the shoes that they're making for this.
Yeah, absolutely. I've given feedback, and it's such an honor. It's cool to be a part of that process, really, and get to wear a prototype and then give feedback on it, and it's fun.
It is awesome. Well, I think we are going to wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to ask before we go?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right,
awesome.
Johnny.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck.
Good
Wait,
luck.
did we ask him what did you tell us what you're going to have post race to celebrate?
I guess
post race to celebrate, we'll just maybe some Tracktown pizza. We'll see.
Still dangerous.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Cool.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah. Thank you.